हेलो देयर पीपल एंड वेलकम टू शिफ्टिंग गियर्स। आज के वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं KTM की ड्यूक 390 के बारे में। आपको बताएंगे कैसी है ये मोटरसाइकिल इन कंपैरिजन टू द G310R एंड व्हाट इज द होल पर्पस ऑफ ओनिंग दिस ड्यूक 390।
I'm 100 and I'm getting it. Como lomo luxury. I'm when I drop in this. When I turn up, you know I'm on my. Yes, I'm on my. Yes, I'm on my. I am so. Yes, I am so. I'm on my.
सबसे पहले बात करेंगे इस मोटरसाइकिल के बारे में। द ड्यूक 390 यू कैन बाय इट फॉर रफली 2.7 to 2.8 लाख रुपीज ऑन रोड। सो ये बाइक आपको सबसे ज्यादा वैल्यू फॉर मनी ऑफर करती है। इट इज द मोस्ट अमाउंट ऑफ पावर यू गेट फॉर योर मनी यू पे। And the Duke 390 has always been an explosive motorcycle to ride out in the city or out on the highway, and you will always have a wide grin slapped on your face when you are on this motorcycle. अब इस बाइक पे आपको बेस्ट ऑफ बेस्ट कंपोनेंट्स मिलते हैं। सबसे पहले अगर बात करेंगे तो you get this very sharp, edgy and nice looking LED headlamp setup. You have a LED DRL over here and you have 6 LED beams for your headlamp. And you also have a heat sink in between, which gives it a very nice and menacing look from the front. उसके बाद you get upside down forks from WP. They are the best in the segment. They work fantastically. The suspension quality is very good. Of course, we would have expected that the rear monoshock was a little stiffer because it does move around in corners. But you know what? It is not something bad, and most of y'all will really appreciate it. And there is nothing really to complain about it. We are just talking about the finer things over here. After that, the braking performance on the Duke 390 is just great. It comes with a dual channel ABS system, disc brakes at the front and back of course. But the good thing here is इस बाइक में आपको मिलते हैं एक completely switchable option जिसमें आप ABS पूरी तरह से disengage कर सकते हो। And after that, you also have a super motor function. सुपर मोटर फंक्शन में आप सिर्फ फ्रंट व्हील पे ABS एक्टिव रख सकते हो एंड यू कैन डिसएंगेज इट फ्रॉम द रेयर व्हील। तो ये आपको अलाउ करता है टू स्लाइड दैट रेयर टू हैव सम फन, बट ऑफ कोर्स दैट इज व्हेन यू हैव सम एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ डूइंग दिस। इसके बाद जैसे कि आप देख सकते हो द बाइक लुक्स स्मैशिंग फ्रॉम एवरी एंगल। इट इज वेरी गुड लुकिंग। द शार्प टैंक एक्सटेंशंस, देन यू हैव अ मेटल फ्यूल टैंक व्हिच इज लार्जर देन बिफोर, एंड you have now received a full size exhaust system. This is because the bike had to meet Euro emission norms and it gets a larger catcon, and this exhaust note is obviously now more visible unlike the previous underbelly unit. अब इसकी वजह से बाइक का वेट थोड़ा इंक्रीज हो चुका है। We cannot deny it and there is nothing you can do about it. But the Duke 390 now gets a little more torque to justify that increase in weight. जैसे कि आप देख सकते हो पीछे आपको LED tail lamps भी मिल रहे हैं। You obviously have Metzeler tires at the front and back. But these tires have a lower speed rating compared to the older Metzeler tires. But the good thing is these are now more affordable. So in terms of grip, these are not bad at all. You will not experience anything that is on the negative side compared to the old Duke 390. But of course, cost cutting has been done. It is noticeable because we know it. After that, the seats on the Duke 390. नए Duke 390 पे seats जो है बहुत ज़्यादा comfortable है compared to the older ones. These are much softer. They are wider for the rider and the pillion. So it is going to offer you that little bit extra comfort. इसके बाद Duke 390 का highlight is this colored all digital speedometer console. It is fantastic. We don't think there is any other motorcycle in this segment or any other motorcycle under 10 lakh rupees which has a console which is as good as this is. You can connect your smartphone to the KTM Duke 390, toggle between your music which you are playing in your helmet, and also answer calls when you have a Bluetooth communication device. So this is the most amount of motorcycle, the maximum motorcycle you can get for the money you are paying. And we don't think that there is any bike even now which can fight the Duke 390. Powering this bike is a 373cc single cylinder motor. ये engine liquid cooled है, still it heats a lot. KTM ने इस पे काम किया है to allow the fan to kick in a little earlier so that the engine stays cooler. But ये fan भी काफी audible है। उसके बाद KTM ने थोड़े बहुत चेंजेस किए हैं to allow the heat not to be felt on the rider's feet, but you will still feel it. There is no denying that fact and there is no workaround solution for that. उसके बाद ये 373cc का liquid cooled single cylinder engine आपको प्रोड्यूस करता है 44 horsepower and 37 Newton meters की टॉर्क। ओल्डर मॉडल में 35 न्यूटन मीटर्स की टॉर्क आपको अवेलेबल थी। कुछ लोग अभी कहते हैं कि ये बाइक अब थोड़ी स्लो हो चुकी है, इसका इंजन रिस्पॉन्स थोड़ा टोन डाउन किया गया है, which might be true to some extent, but हम कहेंगे कि आप इसे बिलीव ना कीजिए, because when you buy the Duke 390, there is no other motorcycle in segments below or segments above which come to offering you as much of a motorcycle. This is for the money that you pay. The KTM Duke 390 2017 and onwards accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in less than 5.8 seconds. That is still fast. That is still sports car category. What else do you want? Of course, it is almost a second or so slower than the older model, but you know what? You are not going to time it with the old model, are you? This is still a lot fun. उसके बाद राइडिंग पोजीशन इसकी obviously has been comfortable. It is good for touring. Of course, there is a lot of wind blast because this is a naked motorcycle, but still this is fun. So we would like to reiterate that if you want a motorcycle in this segment, the Duke 390 still remains the benchmark, and we will stick out our neck and say it that this is the bike to buy. So let's compare the Duke 390 to the BMW G310R, shall we? So BMW Motorrad ने अपनी G310R इंडिया में लॉन्च की है फॉर अ प्राइस टैग ऑफ ₹2.99 लाख एक शोरूम। अब ये प्राइस काफी लोगों के लिए is very attractive because you are getting a BMW badge motorcycle. You can boast that you have a BMW in your garage, but the pricing is a bit deceiving because when you buy the G310R जब आप घर लेके जाओगे तो it is going to cost you close to 4 lakh rupees or even more when you opt for the RSA package. Now that is making the G310R a lot more expensive than the Duke 390. Now get this, the G310R and the KTM Duke 390 both are made in India. The KTM is built by Bajaj and the BMW is built by TVS. The G310R worldwide is cheaper than the Duke 390. Now we understand why the KTM is more expensive because it offers so much more equipment and offers much more power. Of course it has to ask for more. But in India हमें नहीं समझ रहा है कि BMW मोटरराड ने G310R की प्राइसिंग इतनी ज्यादा महंगी क्यों रखी है। शायद वो सोच रहे होंगे कि BMW बैज वाली मोटरसाइकिल है तो दे कैन लेवरेज इट एंड आस्क फॉर अ लिटिल मोर प्रीमियम, बट pricing over 1 lakh rupees is too much of a premium for a BMW logo, isn't it? And when the KTM is offering you so much more performance in comparison, there is no reason to believe that the G310R is a superior product to this. Comparing specifications, the G310R comes with a 313cc single cylinder, liquid cooled of course, motor which produces 34 horsepower and 28 Newton meters of torque. Now compare it to this. This offers you 44 horsepower and 37 Newton meters of torque. That is a lot more power and torque. This also gets you slipper clutch. You get ABS with a super motor function and it is completely switchable also. Then you get Metzeler tires on the Duke 390 and the BMW G310R comes with Michelins. Now you won't say that the Michelins are bad, but you know what? We really like the Metzelers on this bike. After that, the biggest point to consider why the KTM is a little superior to the BMW G310R is because of the service network. The KTM service network is much more widespread compared to the BMW network, which is just less than 10 dealerships all over India. So, would you want to ride out into the distance without knowing where you can get a decent amount of service if you are stuck? I don't think you will. So now let's talk about why you should buy the Duke 390. Now, if you want a motorcycle to commute to your office, if you want a motorcycle to go to your nearest racetrack, if you want to have a lot of fun in and around the Ghat sections on a weekend ride, the Duke 390 has the best of performance, has the most punchiest motor in the segment and is offering you everything that you need. A good chassis, a good split trellis chassis, good tires, good suspension, a fantastic speedo console whenever you look at it. And it is just the overall packaging of this motorcycle which just strikes the right chords in your heart. जब आप KTM Duke 390 खरीदोगे तो आप इस चीज को ध्यान में रखिए कि ये मोटरसाइकिल एक रेगुलर कम्यूटर मोटरसाइकिल नहीं है. Of course, you have a nice upright riding stance. आपकी सीट पोजिशनिंग, आपकी बॉडी पोजिशनिंग काफी अच्छी है. The body triangle on this motorcycle is very comfortable for touring. But the engine of this motorcycle is not meant for commuting. KTM has refined the motor. KTM has made it a little more tractable, what they say, with this 2017 Avatar, but it still likes to be ridden hard. इस बाइक को जब आप फास्ट चलाओगे तभी ही ये कंफर्टेबल है, तभी ही इसका इंजन आपको एकदम कंफर्टेबल फीलिंग देता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू हैव टू टेल यू, अगर आप सिटी कम्यूट्स में इस बाइक को चला रहे हो, if you are riding the KTM Duke 390 at city speeds close to 45 km per hour or 50 km per hour, you have to keep downshifting it to keep it in the ideal rev range, in the ideal gear. आप इसको टॉप गियर में आराम से लग नहीं कर सकते हो. And that is where the BMW G310R shines a little bit, because that engine is a lot more tractable and has been developed for the urban jungle. But this thing here is the most explosive motorcycle you can buy. It is meant to have fun. It is not meant to be an A to B commuter for a regular 9 to 5 job. Of course, you can do that when you have long highways and you can just sprint and reach your office much faster. But if you want to just go around doing errands, the Duke 390 wants you to make a little effort to keep it happy on the streets. उसके बाद इसकी इंजन काफ़ी गर्म होती है, आपको उसका फैन स्पीड काफ़ी नोटिसेबली सुनाई देता है. So that adds a little to the discomfort. Of course, it is up to personal taste if you are okay with it or not. But we think you can work around a solution around that fact by using a route which is a lot faster and a lot smoother and not stuck in traffic for a long time. तो आप हमें बताइए कि आपको क्या लगता है KTM Duke 390 के बारे में. Have you been thinking about buying a motorcycle in this segment? क्या आप Duke 390 लेना चाहते हो और क्या आप रुके थे BMW G310R लेने के लिए? अभी जब G310R फाइनली लॉन्च हो चुकी है, do you think that the Duke 390 is much more value for money? We surely think so. But what is your opinion? क्या आपको लगता है कि G310R की प्राइसिंग जस्टिफाइड है फॉर द एक्स्ट्रा प्रीमियम दैट इट इज आस्किंग? क्या आप उतने पैसे देने रेडी हो? डू लेट अस नो इन द कमेंट्स बिलो. अगर आपने सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है शिफ्टिंग गेयर्स के चैनल को तो जरूर कीजिए, एंड ऑल्सो हिट दैट बेल आइकॉन सो द नेक्स्ट टाइम वी अपलोड अ वीडियो यू आर नोटिफाइड ऑन योर स्मार्टफोन. टिल नेक्स्ट टाइम, always wear a good helmet, always wear riding gear so that you are safe. But don't think you are invincible when you wear riding gear and a helmet. Controlling the outcome is always in your hand, and stay safe when you are out on the streets, especially in the monsoon season, because the Indian roads are obviously not good enough. Till next time, see you.